Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to make a video showing off my favorite vanities in RPG Simulator as of 2021 update 16. So I did make a video like this about a year ago going over my top 10. However, in today's video I'm not going to do it in a top 10 style, and plus a lot of new stuff has come out, so there is plenty of new amazing vanities to show off, and I'm going to try my best not to show off too many repeats from the last vanities video. Anyways, with that said, I want to first start off with this amazing new godly sword from the Hive, and that is the Hive Queen's Corrupted Sword. Not only is it the best weapon in the game, but it just looks amazing. It's an absolutely massive blade. It looks visually appealing, it looks absolutely evil, and I just love how it's like 3 times taller than your actual player. And then every single time you swing it, you're pretty much dragging it through the floor. And yeah, overall I think this is a fantastic weapon. I am a little biased because I love anything purple. This goes really good with a lot of avatars, so yeah. Plus most people are going to be farming this, and this one is actually one of the easiest to get on this list, believe it or not. So yeah, so you may have saw this in my inventory, but next is the Horror Scythe. So before I talk about this, huge shout out to Kurtle over on Discord. He gave me a couple of the vanities I was missing. He was letting me borrow them for this video. Without him, this video wouldn't be possible, so huge thanks to him. Anyways, this was a limited weapon you could get in the Halloween event in 2020. I think it is a fantastic looking scythe. It is pretty hard to get due to it being limited and not too many people have it, but generally I think this is one of the better looking weapons in the game. It can go with a lot of characters. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but still I think it has a fantastic design. It looks pretty sinister, and a lot of people will ask you about it if you wear it, because I don't see this very often. You really do not see this weapon very often being used as a vanity, and plus its icon looks very good. Its icon is almost my favorite part of the entire weapon. So next, in no particular order, is the Thunderstrike Dagger. So these are some of my overall favorite vanities in the game. It is two dual-wielding blades that look fantastic, great lightning design on them, great particle effects, and the way you get them is a little bit more interesting than the others. So you get them from the future city zone, and the only way you can get it dropped is if you're within the level boundaries of the future city. So you want to be around level 850 when you're farming for this. If you're over the level boundary, I want to say is 950, but if you're over that, you can't get it dropped, and you have to actually trade for it through the marketplace or get it from a friend who is on level and can get it dropped. But still, I think this is a really good vanity. It isn't too hard to get, but if you're max level, it can be a little bit of a struggle. Next, I have Hallows Blade. So this was a limited vanity from the Halloween 2020 event, and it looks fantastic. Plus it has a super sinister looking icon. It is a little bit of a small sword, but the detail on it is really great. I love the little pumpkin head you have on the hilt, and overall a lot of players do recognize this one as a pretty valuable limited, so if you're using this as a vanity, you may even get a few people trying to trade for it. Overall, I love the design of it. It looks very good. It's simple, not too complex, and yeah, the only thing I do to it is make it a little bit bigger. But this one is a little bit hard to get due to it only being limited, and you can't get it dropped anymore. So if you do want it, you may have to go through a little bit of a struggle to get it traded, or you may have to spend a lot of gold on the marketplace, but still, it looks very good. Next, I have the Glacial. So this is my overall favorite vanity in the entire game, and it is probably the most expensive on the marketplace, because there is stuff rarer than this, yes, but not everything rarer than this is actually tradable. This goes for easily 250 billion plus. Anyways, I digress. The Glacial is a limited from the Winter 2020 event / 2021-ish, but anyways, it is a fantastic vanity. I really hope one day I can have one of these for real. This is obviously lent to me from Kurtle. He managed to get one. Still, I will give an arm and a leg for this vanity. I love it. It is a fantastic frost one. If your character is snow or winter themed, definitely go for this. It will be very hard to get, so don't be disappointed if you can't get one of these. But yeah, it looks fantastic. It is a great size. The particle effects are amazing, and the icon is fantastic as well. While we're on the topic of super hard to get limited items from recent events, here is the Halloween Saber from the 2020 Halloween event. This is also lent to me from Kurtle, because there's no way I'm ever getting one of these, because it is very expensive. Not as expensive as the Glacial Scythe, but still very expensive. Its icon is super ominous, very, very, very well done. And yeah, I love its orange and black flame effects. The hilt is literally a void of black. And yeah, I love to get my hands on these one day, but the only problem with it, like the Glacial Scythe, is it is extremely expensive. So unless you are a veteran trader and you have a ton of rare limiteds, you're probably not going to realistically get one of these, but I still think it is one of the best looking vanities in the game as of 2021. Easily in my top 5. I love it a lot. With that said, I want to move on to the next one, and that's going to be the Snowflake Shurikens. So this is also, again, another 2020 winter exclusive, and this is also one of my favorite vanities in the entire game, because if you can't already tell, I love anything frost-based because my character is a frost dragon type of sort, so anything ice and snow based looks really good with him, and I think the ice shurikens look super good with my player, so I will give like an arm and a leg for these as well. The icon looks really good. It isn't as valuable as the Glacial, pretty much nothing is, but still, if you have these, you should feel very lucky because they are very hard to get. I very rarely see these on the market, but if anyone is willing to sell them to me, I am definitely willing to give a fair trade for them. They look great. And yeah, that said, I want to move on to another one that I think looks really good. So this is Yummy Cake. This came from the Twist birthday limited event, if I'm not wrong, and it looks great. It's a piece of cake and you're just hitting people with cake. It's called a Yummy Cake, does great damage. You don't see it very often. I don't know how valuable it is, but still, I think it's a fantastic looking vanity. I love how you just have a piece of cake and you're literally hitting people with a piece of cake. This would do no damage. It would just mush and fall apart, but still, it also is like constantly caving into my head. You guys have seen me use the cake in like 100 of my videos, and yeah, it's always going to be one of my favorite vanities in the game because it's just so dumb and I love it. Next, I have the Bang Bonk Hammer. So you can still actually get this in, not the item shop, sorry, you can still get this in the cat shop for the items and stuff. It's 2,000 tokens. You probably can't get it for too much longer, so if you want the inflatable hammer, I recommend you get it. It is a really funny vanity. It's the Bang Bomb Bam Hammer. I love it. I'm going to be using this all the time for years to come. And yeah, great vanity, super dumb. Once it's moved out of the token shop, you're not going to be able to get it, so that's why I recommend if you're considering wanting this, get it now. Next, I have a giant silver spoon. So this item goes back pretty far. This goes all the way back to the summer 2020 event, and probably the farthest going back item in this entire list or video. Anyways, this spoon, it is pretty valuable. It is a little bit annoying to get unless you have a lot of gold just to throw around. But anyways, it is one of my favorite vanities in the game. It's just a giant spoon and I love it. It goes with literally any character in the game because it's a giant spoon. Who doesn't look good holding a giant spoon? I've used this in a ton of my videos. I know you guys definitely recognize this one. And yeah, it will always be one of my favorite vanities in the game because it's simple, funny, and spoon. Next, I have Lightbringer. So this is actually the best weapon drop from the Archipelago zone. It drops from the General of Light, whatever his name is. This is one you don't see a lot of people actually use for a vanity, but I think it's really good looking. It's a very simple, clean looking blade with a constant on and off glow effect. I think it looks really good. It goes with pretty much any character in the game, same with the spoon, and it is one you can actually farm, so it is easier to get than a lot of the other ones on this list. Anyways, with Lightbringer, I'm going to end off the video. There was a ton more vanities in this game that I love that I didn't cover. I just wanted to make sure I didn't show any in this video that I showed in my other top 10 favorite vanities video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later this week with more content. Bye!